Hi, Paul Hefty here with a Triangle O football system. I want to go over our counter blast, or what's a simple ISO RPO with our 5D version. Again, what this consists of is showing it against 5 different defensive fronts and 5 different coverages. Let's take a look. All right, let's take a visual of counter blast, which is just an old school ISO. You're going to see a sideline shot of it here, and then you're going to see an end zone shot.
He's got it. Oh, his best run of the day. He's still going. Barkley! Touchdown! Oh, my, Saquon Barkley. Might I say that your statement was just a little bit premature? Huh? Wow, that's what we're talking about there.
Okay, now that you've seen a visual of the blast counter RPO, let's go through the offensive line technique and calls. We use what's called a big to back technique here, meaning if you are covered, you're going to block big on big. If you're uncovered, you're going to block back. If we look at the upper left-hand corner, where we're going to the left against a 4-3 even, you can see the center is the uncovered lineman, so he's going to combination block back on the nose guard to the will. The other linemen are all covered, so they'll just block big on big. The H-back is always going to go block on the Mike backer, our bomb block isolation, and we're going to read then that strong side or Sam backer. Calls here then are real simple. We're just big, 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 or we're back. Okay, now let's look at the counter blast RPO backfield steps and techniques. First off, our quarterback's read key or conflict defender with counter blast is the Sam backer or strong outside backer. He's going to use his rocker technique where he's going to step forward, presenting the ball with his shoulders square, and then rock back into his passing position. The running back is going to use his pivot, so he's slow to fast again, and then 3 steps to the midline of the quarterback with his third step having his toes pointing straight to the center, so he can now follow the isolation block by the H-back on the Mike backer. All right, first look at our counter blast RPO against a 4-3 even cover 4. It's even because the guards are covered and the center is not. It's a 4-3 because the Mike is in the middle, and it's a cover 4 because we've got split safeties with 4 deep secondary. Again, quarterback is going to go ahead and use his pre-snap free access read. If he has free access to the backside, he knows he can go there, even though the Sam is the strong side to the glance route. If not, then we're going to go ahead and go post-snap read progression of the Sam backer. If he fills, we drill the A running the bender read first to the Z running the 4-step lookie underneath, replacing the Sam backer. The O-line does their big to back read. You can see here everybody's covered except the center, so they're going to be big on big. With the center uncovered, he would block back to the will. You can see here if you have defensive ends in a wide alignment, the tackles can actually pass that and let them just run upfield. So this actually becomes like a draw type concept. Again, the H is going to isolate on the Mike with his bomb block. Again, very important, the quarterback rockers forward with his shoulders square so that if he has free access, he has the ability to throw to either side. All right, second defense is a 4-2 stack cover 3. It's stacked because the linebackers are stacked over the guards, and it's cover 3 because we got 1 high safety with 3 deep secondary. As always, the quarterback wants to do his ANA, access, no access, pre-snap. If he has free access to the backside, which is the X, then we can go ahead and read that as a PRO, pass first, run second. If not, we're going to post-snap read the Sam backer to the strong side. Again, if he fills, we'll drill the bender read to the A. If we don't like that, we have the Z coming underneath on the 4-step lookie. You can see the lineman here. The center is the only one uncovered, so he's going to block back combination to the will. The rest are covered, and they'll be big on big. One thing here, if you have wide defensive ends in a rush pass technique, the tackles can go ahead and pass set and just run them upfield. H again does his isolation block on the Mike, which is what we call a bomb. Counterblast RPO, 4-2 stack, cover 3. All right, third defense is a 34 odd, cover 2. Again, odd means the guards are uncovered. Cover 2, we've got 2 high safeties, and the corners are responsible for the flats. Again, quarterback's going to do his Anna, access, no access. If he has free access to the backside, being to the right to the X receiver, he can use his rocker and go right to him. If not, we're going to post-snap read the Sam backer, which is a strong side outside backer. Same thing. Sam fills, we'll look to drill the bender read to the looky route. If he sits, the back will get, where the H-back is doing the isolation bomb block on the Mike. You can see now the guards are uncovered, so they're blocking back, and the centers and tackles are big on big. All right, fourth defense is a 33 stack, cover 1. Again, odd front, but now the linebackers are stacked over the defensive linemen, and cover 1 because we have 1 high safety with man coverage underneath. Again, quarterback still wants to use his Anna, see if he has free access to the X receiver on the backside. If not, we want our post-snap read now the Sam backer. Again, he now is this backer stacked over our left tackle since we're running this to the left. Again, if he fills, we look to drill the A receiver on the bender read or the looky route underneath. If he sits, the back will get, and we get the isolation blocked by the H up on the Mike. You can see here the guards are uncovered just like the 34 odd, and so they're blocking back. The centers and the tackles are covered. They're big on big. All right, our last defense is the TNT, or what we call a bear front, and a cover 0 means there's no deep safety, straight man. This is very important with all inside gap or man blocking RPOs. The read key changes from a Sam to a will whenever we get a bear front. The reason for that is because the center, the guards are all covered, the will is not able to be blocked, and then we must make him our read key defender or conflict defender. You can see with the diagram here, we're running this to the right, so the Mike is to the right and the will is to the left. As always though, quarterback still does his Anna progression, looking for access, no access. If he has free access with the X receiver, he would just go ahead and think PRO, pass first, run second, and throw it. If not, we're going to now post-snap read the will backer versus a bear front. Very important, the center calls out a bear front and the quarterback repeats it, so we recognize this and make this adjustment. If we're post-snap reading the will now, we still though have our pop route where the A receiver runs his bender read, with the Z as the second receiver run his looky underneath. All right, last year I'm going to show you how you can take counter blast with the pop RPO and use a different blocking technique, which we call a T-wrap, where you can change the tendency of the H-back leading you to the point of attack. We're going to run this to the right, and you're going to see with the defense, since we're going to the right, there is no Sam backer. Then it becomes the ox or the onside safety. In this case, the safety fills down, and we're going to throw the glance route right behind him. Let's take a look. All right, with a T-wrap blast technique, we still use our big to back rule, but all that happens here is the H and the tackle trade responsibilities. The H is going to go J block the defensive end, and the tackle is going to go ahead and wrap around and pull and isolate on the Mike backer running the bomb block. So here's a diagram of the T-wrap blast versus a 4-2 stack cover 3. You can see here the H-back on the right now is going to go use his J-path block and block the end inside out. The tackle will go ahead and use a square, skip, and pull isolating up on the mic using the bomb block. They just trade responsibilities. Quarterback does same read progression. He's going to use his ANO, seeing if he has free access to the backside X to the right on a glance. If not, he's going to post-snap read the SAM. If he fills, we'll drill the A or the Z. If he sits, the back will get on the counter blast technique. Thanks.